Okay, I want to start by going over the vertical stabilizer. This is going to be the vertical stabilizer for our airplane. So I'll just orbit it so you can kind of see what it looks like. I'm going to walk you through how to design this using IronCAD. So let's go up here and we'll do a new scene. I'm going to choose metric and blue and click OK. And the first thing we're going to do is bring over a block. Now we're going to edit the size of this block. So I'm going to left click the block. You'll see it turns yellow and I have these push pins. I'm going to right click on one of the push pins. It doesn't matter which one. And then we're going to select edit size box from the menu that pops up. And we're going to go ahead and input our length. The length here is going to be 25. The width is going to be 1. And the height is going to be 33. And we're going to select OK. Now we'll do a fit scene and make sure that you're on the front. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is select the feature tab and we're going to select our extrude wizard. Make sure you get the extrude wizard. We're going to click on the green dot right in the center. Make sure you are clicked on the green dot. That's just a good habit to get into. And we're going to select remove material and finish. Now I'm going to just fit scene one more time. We're going to use the 2-point line tool. When I select it by left clicking on it, notice it turns gray so you can tell it's selected. We're going to now right click in the upper right hand corner. We're going to drag a line, not unclicking, but holding our right click down. We're dragging a line to the left. We're going to let go of our click and we're going to enter in a length of 15 and click OK. On the very bottom right hand corner, we're going to right click again and we're going to drag a line to the left without unclicking, making sure our line is nice and straight, making sure it's not angled. And we unclick and we're going to enter in a distance of 19. Now, if you've messed up with any of your lines, remember you can press Control-Z to try to repeat the command again. If you do press Control-Z, you'll need to re-enable the 2-point line. You can also use the trim command to trim away any of the lines that you made if you accidentally made one incorrect. Now we're going to come down to the bottom corner. We're going to right-click the bottom left corner, not unclick it, but drag a line straight up the side. Then we'll unclick and we'll enter in a distance of 2. We'll click OK. I'll zoom in by scrolling my mouse button in the middle towards me, my middle scroll button. I scroll it towards me so you can see a little better what we're doing. I'm going to right click on the end of the line we just created that was 2 millimeters in length. We're going to drag a line straight up, let go. This line is going to be 4 millimeters in length. So we'll enter 4, click OK. Now we're going to use the trim command. I'm going to click on the trim command. It's gray. And I'm just going to click on this initial line we made down here that was 2 millimeters. I'll do a fit scene at this time. And now we're just going to use a 2-point line tool to connect this line by left clicking on the end of it. We left click on the red dot on the end of that line, left click on this line and connect it right to here. So these were left clicks. Okay, now we're just going to use a by 3 points. So I'm clicking on by 3 points. I am going to left click one time here. I am going to left click on this end of line. Now I can take my arc and I'm going to roll my scroll button forward so I zoom out and make sure that your arc is fully large enough to have the entire piece of our vertical stabilizer inside of it. We do not want any overlapping like this. This would be incorrect. So when you get it large enough, you can left click again, and that finishes the 3-point line command. Now we're just going to click on the finish button. And when we click on the finish button, if you did everything correctly, you'll have something that looks like this. You can left click on your screen. You'll see that we have the finished vertical stabilizer. The last thing we should do is come up here where it says part 1, click in part 1 twice. Don't do a fast double click, but just 2 clicks, because we're going to rename this to vertical stabilizer. And we're also going to put in your name. So let's put your name first, I suppose. So we'll put your name.